Hi Leo, I'm Brenda, and I'm here again today to bring you your Angel Tarot and Oracle reading for the month of April 2018. I want to truly thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, but if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I can give that to you in a private reading. So I welcome you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session. Let's begin our first week of April 2018, Leo. Your first card for the first week, for the beginning of the first week of April, is a major card. And you, my friend, have been given the Star. And the Star is all about good times and happy times coming in and knowing that there's positive energy being sent to you and being able to be optimistic and make long-term plans. Know that you're on your path, okay? So it's all about you realizing that these plans that you've been making in your life, that you can believe in your dreams and look up to them in a more optimistic way. So you hold the power. Okay, you hold the cards, as they say. You hold the ace, okay, that you've got tucked in your pocket. There is a brighter future ahead of some of you. I see that things are starting to work out. This card is sent to you by divine sources, your angels, and you know the universe sends these cards to us to send us messages, and this is a good message to start off the beginning of April. April is the beginnings of things to begin with. It's spring. It's rebirth. All of that coming into play. And you realizing that things are changing in your life too. I do see that some of you have either changed your job direction, your career, your relationship situation, the direction that you're going, where you're living. Some of you, you've totally done this change on your own, and know that it was the right change. Okay, you're right on target, and know that you need to have faith in your new beginning. Your new prosperous beginning is what they're telling me. So whatever it is that some of you have been doing, know that you're on the right path and continue in that forward direction. Crowning your week for the first week, Leo, you've been given a fire card, and you've been given the 3 of Fire. Now, fire cards have to do with self-development, our personal self-development, and where we're going in our lives and what's brought us to this point right now. But it involves sometimes going places we normally wouldn't go and taking risks we normally wouldn't take to get there. This is a great card, just like the Star. That was an amazing way to start your week. This is the abundance card, and knowing that things are looking very good right now. So you're starting your month. Whatever it is you're doing, Leo, if it's your job, if it's relationships, if it's, your health, anything right now, or the direction on your path that you're going, know that it's all about good things coming to you. Now, when this abundance comes in, and it can be in the form of time, effort, and or money. Some of you, I see it's in the form of a windfall or an inheritance. Some of you, I see you've been appreciated for the high quality work that you put out at your place of employment, and you are going to either be getting a promotion for some of you, and others, I see there will be an increase in income. Now, for others, I see that the abundance is coming in the form of happiness, and often that refers to intimate and loving relationships. Dreams are coming true there. When these events come in, and when these situations come in, and when this abundance comes in, and it's all about waiting and being patient for it to arrive, because everything comes in divine timing, you are then going to be able to make long-term plans, okay? Wonderful card right after the Star. Now, you've got another fire card. In fact, you have 4 in this reading for the month. This is the King of Fire, and this is the end of the first week, Leo, of April, okay? So this shows me, and it's all about self-development and where you're going on your path. This is showing me that you need to focus, really, really become focused on a situation in your life. For some of you, it may, It could be many things. Some of you, I see it has to do with your health and a health regime to make yourself healthier. For others, I see you're focusing on a new topic, a new subject, a new course that you're taking. For some of you, I see you're focusing on helping others, serving others, being of service to others, okay? Some of you are focusing on just self-care, they're showing me, that you're going to start taking care of the issues and the situations in your life now that you need to tweak and change to bring you your peace and happiness. I do see that you are now starting to communicate about issues in your life that give you vision, okay? That give you the opportunity to make your life happier, and by sharing your wisdom with others, they can tap into that. You have leadership qualities. They show me that you can be a mentor to others. They show me that you can be asked to step up and take the responsibility on that platform and speak your truth, speak your wisdom, okay? You have the power to do that. Know that you have leadership qualities, okay? I do see that in order for you to have got where you are now and become the person that you are now, that you took the advice of someone creative. For others, I see this is about to happen. You're going to be taking advice from someone. This is a king. This is someone you look up to. This is an individual of great wisdom who you've always admired, who is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Please know that this information and this advice you're going to be getting from them is heartfelt and trustworthy. Coming into your second week of April, you've been given another self-development card, and you've been given the Knight of Fire. You just had the King of Fire. So this is telling me that something's going to occur very quickly. There's going to be an event or a situation on your path that's going to, wow, all of a sudden show up. Now, for some of you, you knew it was coming, and for others, it's kind of, all of a sudden arrived, and it's like, whoa, what's this about? It's going to need your immediate attention because time is of the essence. So for some of you, I see it will be signing of contracts and partnerships for business. For some of you, I see it will be signing, release forms of some sort, agreeing to certain specific agreements, perhaps marital separation. Some of you may be agreeing to a prenup for marriage. Some of you, I see that it will be disbursements of property, real estate. Others, I see that you will be selling something, okay? Maybe you're selling your car. Maybe you've decided to go out on social media and sell some of your furniture. Some of you, it may be artworks, okay? Now, some of you, it may be that you've been offered the opportunity to take on a new position in a new job, or you've been offered to go in with someone in partnership with them with your career and the wisdom you have to offer with your gifts. But please know that when this event shows up on your doorstep really fast, that you need to act on it immediately. Think it through carefully, but please act on it. Time is of the essence, okay? Now, crowning your week, you've been given a major card, and this has come up for a few others, and this is the Moon. And the Moon is all about listening to your own intuition and trusting your own gut feeling and knowing that no matter how difficult a situation is in your life right now, or that you're dealing with a challenging situation, that you need to think about the Moon. It comes out at the darkest time of the day, but it's the biggest, brightest beacon and ball out there. And I've said this before, you stand there on the seashore, you look across that water, and the moon's there, and it illuminates everything within its view. And that's what the universe and Divine Source are sending you the message for, my friend Leo, that you need to realize that no matter how difficult these challenges are that you're faced with right now, that you're dealing with, that you are a beacon of light yourself, and you are brilliant and bright, and you can handle this, okay? You can do this. It also talks about events going behind the scenes, and often that's described as secrets. Someone behind you may be spreading secrets or have a secret they're withholding from you that is important to you, and you will get it in time. Or it could be you holding back on information that you feel you don't want to let someone else know at this time. Okay, so what you need to know is you need to release any worry or any fears that are holding you back on your path. Okay, know that you are that big bright beacon and ball of light up there in the sky, and that you can follow through with whatever these challenging and stressful and difficult situations coming down your path may be for some of you. Now, at the end of your second week of April, you've been given an Earth card, Leo, and this is the 9 of Earth. And Earth cards have to do with the material part of our lives, and often that's our jobs, careers, professions, and how we bring that currency into our personal lives. But it can have to do with people that actually deal with Mother Earth, that are in horticulture, that are in nature, that deal with things that have to do with nature in itself and the elements. But it can also have to do with our closest circle, which is our immediate family or people we feel close enoughly linked with that we would bring into that circle as family. This is telling me, though, that it shows me, the 9 of Earth shows me that you're enjoying, some of you, the little luxuries in life that you've worked hard for. And you've worked very hard to get yourself where you are. And that can have to do with all avenues in your life. It can specifically have to do with your job, but it can have to do with relationships, because I did say it had to do with family as well. It can have to do with how you've earned and worked and developed a spot now where you are in your path of contentment and happiness in your home life, okay? And you're enjoying those little luxuries that life has for you. It can have to do with money. It can have to do with the money that you've worked very hard for, the currency that you have in your bank that supplies you with the necessities, and also some little excesses that you're able to purchase and enjoy. It shows me that some of you that are self-employed, you need to know that this is a good time. This is a successful time on your path right now with your business. Things are improving. Things are actually, the evidence is there right now that things are in a good place, okay? So don't let fear or worry lead your path today, or at least the end of the second week. If there's been concerns about your business, it's only because of the good wisdom and judgment and things that you put into play with your business that has brought it to this place of success. Going on to the third week and the beginning of that third week of April, you have been given a water card. Now, I need to show you your third week. You've been given 3 relationship cards, 3 water cards for that week alone. So that shows me that there are relationship issues that are going to be going on all that week, okay, the third week of April. You've been given, for the beginning of that week, Leo, you've been given the Queen of Water. And like I said, water cards are our relationship cards, and sometimes they're romantic and intimate, and other times they may be platonic. They may be friendship. They may be, relationships we have with our co-workers, our employees. They can be, an organization that we're a group that we're involved in with people. But it can often, it's all about relationships and the people that we are involved in with these relationships. So the Queen of Water tells me that there is a relationship that some of you are in, and it's developing to the next level. And the reason it's developing to the next level is because you've let go of fear, you've let go of worry, and you actually have let things happen naturally, which is wonderful. So many people, and so many of us, that are strong, independent, powerful individuals, we tend to want to take control of situations around our lives and dominate them. And that's not always a good thing. So I see that you have come to a place right now in this relationship because you've surrendered. You've surrendered your inhibitions. You've surrendered your feelings. You've surrendered all the ways to communicate with this individual. And it's going to a new level. And it's all because you were able to trust your own intuitiveness and your own intuition and your own gut feeling. Okay, you've got a good, it shows me that some of you have a very good ability to analyze character. You can do great character analysis of people around you. Now, the other reason that this relationship, and I'm referring to a romantic relationship right now, it's gone to the next level is because of how you cared for yourself. And first we have to love ourselves before we can actually demonstrate and transcend love to anyone else. If we're not happy with ourselves and where we are, and we have low self-esteem and we have low confidence and we don't like what we see within ourselves, we certainly can't put forth a loving, feeling towards another. So it's all about how you've cared for yourself and where you are today, right now, Leo, in your own personal being, in your own personal self, how you feel about yourself, that this is how you've been able to transcend this to others. And also, the other individual has been the same way. They've learned to do the same thing. So this bonding and this clicking and this puzzle piece fitting in this relationship is all because of where you are both now on your path. Okay, you're in a really good place, both of you. So this is why this relationship is developing to a new level. Now, your next water card, crowning your week in the middle of the week, is the Two of Water. And the Two of Water is all about this relationship growing closer. And there have been some issues with, I see in particular relationships with some of you where it's been a little bit turbulent and rocky, and there have been some scars and wounds that have needed healing. And in order for those things to heal, the word forgiveness comes up. And so you've learned to communicate and deal with this and learn the word forgiveness in your relationship. So it's helping it evolve and grow even closer. Now, they tell me, for those of you that are still in this sort of negative karma area of your relationship and still feeling the pain and the hurt of something that's wounded you from your partner and the other individual, that forgiveness will resolve it. Okay, it will be the positive resolution of that hurt and that conflict. Sometimes it isn't always romantic. It can be a relationship you're involved in with someone who is a close friend, someone who is a close relative, someone who you trusted, who you believed in, who you believe in the do unto others, who you have felt hurt from. Some of you. For others, you may have said something out of turn or done something out of turn unintentionally, and you've hurt the other individual. So please know, in that type of relationship, I also see the word forgiveness, which will be the positive resolution to that conflict and that part of your situation you're dealing with in that relationship. Now, at the end of the third week, my friend, you've been given that last and final for that week. Beautiful water card, and this is the Six of Water, and this has come up for others as well. And this is all about you thinking about where you are now on your path, but what you're doing is you're romanticizing and thinking of your past. What went on in your past? Sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy. Even way back as far as your childhood, you were thinking of memories of that. You're romanticizing about those memories. And perhaps you're using those memories now in conjunction to how you're dealing with the children in your immediate family or your immediate circle that you are surrounded with. And you're thinking back to your childhood of like, this happened to me, so how can I learn from that to learn to incorporate what is good for this child or children around you. It shows me that some of you are actually dealing with situations and issues with children in your immediate family, in your family circle. I see some of you, it may have to do with your job. You're working with children and you are, mentoring them and dealing with situations with them. For others, I see it may have to do with a charitable act. Perhaps you are doing work with children that are of need and you're giving to the less fortunate. For others, I see it may have to do with health care. You're dealing with a sick child or your job is in medicine. Regardless of that, know that the universe and divine source are sending you this message that it's okay to go back into your memory bank to apply to what's going on in your life. So if it was something that was not good in your life, and you're dealing with children in abusive situations, you can relate that information to them. Okay, you're being sent this sort of universal memory bank back to you at this time to deal with these kids. So when you're dealing with childhood memories or with these children right now, know that you're being sent this information from the universe of able to think back, to incorporate that, to help with these situations with these children. Amazing card that message was, that beautiful water card. Now we're going on to our last week of April. I hate spinning through my months that quickly, but I'm doing monthly readings now, and they're longer and more involved, so I'm hoping everybody's going to enjoy them as much as they did the weeklies, but I think these are better. I've been guided, I've been asking Divine Spirit, I've been asking my guides and angels, which is the best way for me to get back out on YouTube again, where I feel good about it, where I'm able to do my best and give you a service that I feel is worthy of my effort. So I hope you guys like these videos as much as I've enjoyed doing them. Yes, they take more time, but I think you're getting more benefit from each week for the entire month. And so you're getting the whole month when I go out there. You're not wondering, well, how come she came out the beginning of April and now we haven't heard from her till the beginning or the end of April or whatever, because our life gets busy and often we can't get out here and do these. And they are very time consuming. So please understand and be patient. But I hope that the information with doing the monthlies is bringing you even more benefit. So the last week of April, Leo, you have been given the 10 of Fire. And fire cards, this is your fourth one in this reading. Fire cards have to do with our personal self-development, as I said. And this is telling me that some of you I see are, double and triple tasking. You have a workload like on your shoulders that you're wondering, how am I going to get this all done? And it looks like you have a deadline, some of you have a deadline, you have to get it done. So if it has to do with your actual place of employment for some of you, please know that there are others there that you can approach, that you can allocate some of this workload to. For those of you that are down to time span restriction and dates that things have to be done, such as taxes, finances, bills that need to go out and be paid, commitments like that, know that, I do see others that are going to be able to help you, like bookkeepers, accountants, financial advisors, your bankers, someone in your family who's involved in finance is going to be able to tweak and help you do this and simplify and make it easier. So know that you have the resources around you to tap into, and don't be too proud to ask, because what happens is, if you take on all of this work, it really becomes very taxing and stressful, and it can lead to stress-related health issues. So please know that at the end of April, that you will have others to tap into and their resources and help. Ask for it. Don't be too proud. Crowning the middle of the last week of April, Leo, you've been given a major card, and this also has come up with other readings. This is the release card. So this shows me that, you have to let go of things, that, this is releasing and letting go of things, okay? It's time to move on. For others, I see it could be, for some, I see it's a relationship issue. It's time to move on. You've been banging your head against the wall. You've worked on this relationship. It's not going anywhere. It's not bringing you the beautiful feeling that you thought it once would. And you know what? You've come to that conclusion that you can leave and move on in a more positive way, in a more positive direction. Others, I see it's the end of a project or a phase in your life, okay? Some of you may have been, working on a contract of some sort. Now the date's up, so you're concluding that and you're finishing that up, and it's a finalization of that project in your life. For others, it's a phase, something that you were going through, something that you've been dealing with. Perhaps some of you have been dealing with health issues, and now it's completed and you're on the mend. For some of you, it may be addictions. Unhealthy habits that you have been involved in, and that can be anything. It can be behavior. It doesn't necessarily have to be substance abuse addictions. It can be behavior addictions, okay? Things that aren't bringing you, you know, the best for you to live your life to its full potential and healthy-wise. Sorry, I got this dry throat again. I may have to put a cough candy in my mouth later. But anyway, thank you for being understanding for that. So please know that it's almost like with this releasing, okay, that you're going to come into a new way of thinking, a new way of living, and you have to shake off the old in order to allow the new to come in. It's like close the door behind you and open that door ahead of you. Follow the light there, okay? Because there's no benefit staying in the remaining situation. Now, for some of you, you'll feel tremendous relief. For others, you may feel a bit of sadness. But nonetheless, you have to leave that which you have outgrown, okay? Now, know that you're going to be able to seek the support of family or friends. If, you know, if it has to do with a relationship and it's breaking up and, you know, you're feeling that, you're going to have the support of them there. I do see for some of you and a lot of you, it will be relationship transitions that you're going to be going through. Okay, this last week of April, you're going to be dealing with those things, but you're not going to do it alone. Please know that the universe and divine source is telling you and sending you this support from family and close friends that are going to be around you, and they're going to support you and lift you up, get you through these times, okay? Excuse me. So now you've got the Empress, which is a major card again for the end of the last week of April. Now, this is a good card. This is an amazing card. You had to go through that release card to know that, you know, things are brighter on the other side. You know, things are going to get better. Things are going to improve, because at the end of that card, it said that with the support of others, you're going to get through this, okay? And you're going to be, you know, their love and their support and their wisdom is going to help you. And that is the blessing that's going to come out of this release card, okay? Now, like I said, for some of you, it's a big relief, and you're going to be joyful about it. For others, it may bring in some sadness, okay? So the Empress comes in after that to say that, you know, no matter what, you're going to see some lavish abundance coming into you, and you're going to be able to give credence and give birth to your own dreams now. And it's all about how you're nourishing yourself and what positive things you're going to do, the good karma, the good positive energy that you're going to be bringing into your life right now. Now, it shows me that the things that some of you have been working on very hard, this is why you're going to get the rewards that are coming into you. It's like you have the Midas touch in all parts of your life now. Things are going to improve, and things are going to be like better. Those that are married, for your marriage, with your children, with your family, with relationships, they're all going to be nourishing now. They're all going to be flourishing now. So it's time for you to enjoy the change in your life. Enjoy your life right now around you, and know that you deserve all the good that's coming into you right now, okay? This card is an amazing card. This card is also the messages that come in, is that it's a card of good health, okay? It's the card that tells me that it's of good emotional and physical health. So these changes that have occurred, this releasing that's happened with you this final week, know that all of it is bringing in you this immense, beautiful, wonderful abundance. At the end of this Angel Tarot reading for the month of April, Leo, you also got, and I chose this oracle deck called Answers from Our Angels. And you got this card. It's up to you. So basically it's saying all of these things that are happening this month, you have the power over. You have the control. You can handle this, okay? And you also have the resources to tap in to make things happen. So all of this is up to you, my friend. All of it. All of these choices and decisions that you're making this month, it's almost like you have the Midas touch. At the end of all of this month, you're going to come out ahead. So know that the universe and divine sources sent you these messages. If things seem to be a little bit challenging in the beginning and the middle of the month, know that at the end of all of it, at the end of April, things are turned around for the better again. It's rebirth. It's you know, it's beautiful. So, my friend, I thank you. I thank you for watching my videos. I thank you for sharing my videos, and I hope that you got some benefit out of these readings today on this video for the beautiful month of spring and April. I wish you a great remainder to today and the remainder of this week, and I wish you a beautiful, optimistic, wonderful, blessed month of April. I'll see you again, and know that I continue, Leo, to stand in that circle of light for you, my friend.